light to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
Welcome to Cathedral. I'm Father Greg Sakowicz. Special thanks once again to Mark Teresi, David Jonas. Thank you, David and Mark. Week in and week out, you provide beautiful music. You work so well together. You add so much. So thank you very much to both of you. Special thanks once again to Lori Doyle. Paula is still not with us. Lori's done a fantastic job with the whole video production. So Lori, once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you and thank you. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. It came and went so fast, but now we are in the Christmas season. And this weekend, we celebrate the Feast of the Holy Family. And by the way, a very blessed and happy New Year to all of you. I can't believe where's 2023 gone, on the cusp of 2024. I'll begin this way. There's a story about 4 brothers and sisters named Everybody, Somebody, Anybody, Nobody. There was an important job to be done, so the parents asked everybody to do it. Everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought that anybody could do it, and nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody, when actually nobody blamed anybody. Does this sound familiar to anybody? As a child, as a teen, a great deal of my life was spent around the kitchen table. It was around the kitchen table that our family shared meals together. My mother constantly telling me, Greg, would you please eat your vegetables? No, I hate them. Can't stand them. Eat your vegetables, no. My mother would say, if you don't eat your vegetables, you can't have any dessert. It was at the kitchen table that I would come home every day after school, grab a gallon of milk and some cookies, and tell my mother what happened that day in school. It was at our kitchen table when I was 9. My parents told us children we would soon be having a little baby sister or brother. It was at the kitchen table that I often found myself wearing a sweater, not because I was cold, because my mother was cold. And my mother was cold, I had to be cold, but I wasn't cold. It was at the kitchen table I often did my homework. It was also at the kitchen table when I was a senior at Notre Dame High School in Niles. I told my mother I was turning down a scholarship to Northwestern University because I wanted to become a priest and enter Niles College Seminary of Loyola in Chicago. The joys as well as the sorrows of my life and memories are around the kitchen table of my family and with my family. Today we celebrate the Feast of the Holy Family. But now, realistically speaking, the Holy Family is not your typical U.S. family. Joseph is the breadwinner, and Mary is the full-time mother and homemaker. Jesus, an only child. They are the ideal family and would statistically represent and serve as a model to about 7% of our American households. However, we all know this. Divorce happens. Divorce is a reality. Families living below poverty level. Domestic violence and abuse is common. Does this mean that the family is falling apart, becoming an institution of the past? The answer is absolutely no. But we do live in times where Christian values are, as a family, are questioned. That Christian family values are sometimes said they're outdated, no longer applying to life. Wrong. I would like to speak for a moment to the children and teens of divorce, if you are listening today. Don't hate either parent, even if you have a great cause and case against one of them. In the long run, hatred keeps you from being free and loving. There's a big difference between being angry and hating someone. There's a big difference between being angry and hating someone. Forgiveness is never easy, but a line that I've used so many times: forgiving doesn't change the past, it changes the future. But always hold to a fierce hatred will come back to haunt you. And anything that owns us, we need to let it go. And I've seen hatred own people, and it changes them. Secondly, the divorce is not your fault. The divorce of your mother and father is not your fault, no matter what you believe or you may want to think. Third, to be a single parent family due to divorce or death of a parent, children and teens are not second-class citizens because mom or dad isn't home. Sure, it may be a little bit tougher, but always be proud of your family. Don't keep your feelings inside. Talk to someone. Here's a great line: things we take in quietly come out in noisy ways. If your parents are divorced and it's eating away at you, find a priest, find a teacher, find a close friend, find a counselor, but please talk to someone. And know this: you're not alone. Now, I know this very well firsthand. My father left home when I was 15 years old. I love my mother, love my father. Their marriage did not work out. Finally, when I was young, a teenager, I couldn't stand the phrase, "Oh, Greg, you come from a broken home." I did not come from a broken home. I came from a single parent family. You do not come from a broken home. You come from a single parent family. But I have to admit, in today's society, that phrase, broken home, you come from a broken home, is less used than it was in the past when I was growing up. Making the Christian family work is as difficult today as any time in our history. Today's readings deal with the importance of the family being rooted in God through faith. The Old Testament reading this weekend stresses the responsibilities of children toward parents, while Paul's letter in the New Testament offers a pattern of life based on love and mutual forgiveness. The gospel story of the Holy Family provides a model, but the story of the Holy Family also reveals that Mary and Joseph also experienced hard times. They did not have a cakewalk. The prophecies of Simeon and Anna look to a better tomorrow. They see in Jesus the one who brings light, life, and hope. The Christian family, not any family. The Christian family is where faith is nourished, hope is sustained, and love and forgiveness are evident. I'll say that again. The Christian family, not any family. The Christian family is where faith is nourished, hope is sustained, and love and forgiveness are evident. Sam King has written a book entitled The Fire in the Belly. In one part of the book, two men are talking. One man asks the other man two questions. Where are you going in life? With whom do you want to travel? And the key is, do not get the order of the questions mixed up. I like that. Here are the two questions. Where are you going in life? With whom do you want to travel? And the key is, do not get the order of the questions mixed up. For the believer, the second question means traveling with the Lord as part of the journey. Today's readings help focus on what and whom are important in life. Love today because tomorrow has no guarantees. Like the Holy Family, be a family that supports one another and looks for God in one another. It is around the Lord's table we bring ourselves and our family and celebrate as part of God's family, God's presence to life, with our gifts as well as our limitations. May parents hold their children's hand for a while and their hearts forever. May God bless all of you. Blessings and joy and great health in 2024. Happy New Year. Amen.
Hark, the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumphant of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem.